I'm Dragon, and we need to start this one off with a bit of an advisory. Let's be clear from the start. Magic is not a substitute for medicine. If you're sick, see a doctor. If you're injured, trust science first. Now, once you've done that, what about the rest? The energy that still feels off, the heart that needs mending, the spirit that is wary. That's where healing magic begins.
And I'm Nastara. Healing magic for me is about supporting the body's own energy. You need to work with science, not against it.
Nebula here. It's also the magic of a comforting tea after a very hard day or a hot apple cider. They are amazing, and it's a crystal that's held during moments of stress. It's just these small little things that can help you during a very hard day or a long day or when you're sick like me.
So, today, we're talking about the ways witchcraft can support your well-being, from herbal allies to energetic cleansing, while keeping our feet firmly on the ground and our doctor's number on speed dial.
Because the most powerful healing comes from using all the tools available to us, both modern and ancient.
And maybe I can use some of these tricks to get over whatever the heck it is I'm dealing with.
All right, let's get started. So one of the things that I am going to start us off with are just the safety concerns really quick.
Yeah, the disclaimer.
Just to get them out of the way, all right? So let's just say, don't be anti-vax.
Yes, so when it comes to witchcraft, right, you are working to try and manipulate energies around you to align better with what you want or what you're doing. This does not mean that all of a sudden, if you do a little woo-woo thing, you're going to be perfectly fine. It doesn't work like that. You need help.
Yep, and speaking as the sick person here, you need both witchcraft and actual medicine to get over whatever the fuck it is you're dealing with.
That is true.
Like taking intentional apple cider and drinking it, while at the same time taking a cold and flu pill.
Even though I didn't want to.
No,
One of the best things for a witch is to clarify, the healing pledge of I do not diagnose or cure. We are helping here, okay?
Oh.
You are not a doctor. Never tell someone to stop taking medication or that you can cure their illness.
Go get a second doctor's opinion if you're going to want to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, we are just supporting whatever it is you are already doing, right?
Yes.
It's not like that concept comes up every podcast.
Really, what actually I find interesting, especially when it comes to healing magic, is that what you'll find is that modern medicine is finding explanations for some ancient knowledge of healing, and they're finding better ways to do it and advance it.
Like this herb was actually used for this type of disease, but now with modern science, we can get it much more concentrated and help in more various ways.
And plague doctors back in the early days, their masks would be stuffed with herbal remedies and stuff to protect themselves from sickness.
Mm-hmm. Also, another thing, consent is non-negotiable when it comes down to healing magic. Never perform a healing spell on someone without their explicit permission. Sending energy to someone unmasked is a violation of their free will and personal boundaries. Something that Christians never do.
I was literally about to say, not like prayer.
No.
Because Christians just love giving you, I'll pray about you every time.
Well,
no.
I don't want you to. Please
Yes,
stop.
I think that's the difference, is that it's okay to pray for other people, but you should want them to ask you to pray for them or something like that, to where there's a connection here, because that also, I believe, helps it actually be more potent. Helps it actually to work, is because it's consenting parties and an exchange of energy.
Yep.
That's really all that it is.
Consent is important. Another point is to protect your own energy, okay? When doing healing work for others, always ground and shield yourself first, okay? Visualize yourself surrounded by protective light. You cannot pour from an empty cup, guys.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
then,
need to work with yourself in order for anything to actually work.
Yeah, exactly. And then our mental health disclaimer, everybody, at the end of this little segment, okay?
Yeah.
Magic is a wonderful support, but it is not a replacement for therapy or psychiatric care for serious mental health conditions like depression, anxiety disorders, or trauma, okay? I've heard stuff on Witch Talk where people are like, no, if you're on medication, then you're dimming your spirituality. No, you're helping yourself.
It's like we said before, witchcraft is just like a supplement that you take with everything else that you're doing that has been vetted by your doctor of any kind.
Right.
We're just supporting and helping what's already being done.
Yeah, no, you can literally like use an anxiety spell jar while at the same time remembering to take your meds. If anything, actually, a good idea for this is that if you have medications, put a spell on the container it holds.
Oh, that's smart.
That is brilliant.
I like was just thinking, I was like, you know what you can do? Mix the two together.
All right.
Use
now
one
on
to enhance the other.
Literally.
Right.
Now on to our actual topic, and we will start
Yes.
with the 3 pillars of healing magic. Okay.
Yes.
So we have the 3 pillars. You have the energetic, the emotional / mental, and the physical. All right. So diving into the energetic, we have cleansings and shields and recharging the body's energy field, like the aura.
So there's actually a very funny story when it comes to energetic cleansing, okay? Or cleaning, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, when I was a beginning witch, and I was technically in the closet because of my family, what I would do, and this is before I had a bird, when I was a beginning witch, I was actually like in the closet as well. And so what was funny about this, and before I had a bird or anything, is I would take a Q-tip and I would light it on fire and then I would blow it out. And it actually gave a pretty good smoking trail. So I would use that to cleanse my room and go around.
Baby witch hack right there.
Yep.
It's probably because it's so synthetic.
Yes.
Synthetic.
Yeah. So I figured, I was like, it's especially because like as a closet witch, or especially if you're like beginning, it can be hard to get some of those materials, or you don't want to use those materials. And so, yeah, Q-tip and fire, energetic cleansing.
Yeah. Smoke cleansing isn't the only way, though. You have my favorite way of doing a nice ritual shower or bath. Most people call it a bath. I do not take baths. They skeeve me out a little bit. But
Yeah, my grandma asked me if I was a bath person and tried to ask about tools and stuff, and I'm just not. I'm a shower girl, and I think that was forced upon me by my family, but now I just am.
yeah.
And I am the only bath one. I love my warm baths.
So then, what stuff would you do? Any witchcraft stuff with your bath water or in the bathtub?
Not really. I just love the hot water on my skin. As these two call me, I am a gecko. I need
She
my
is.
warmth.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Hey,
need my
the warm water helps like refuel and re-energize you.
Yes, I love the like tingly feeling that my skin gets when it's
Yeah,
quote unquote too hot. I love that.
Yeah.
But so
no,
if you
that's
can't
fair.
smoke cleanse and you can't really take a bath or shower, which that's concerning.
Right,
but-
I was about to say.
Another thing you can do is visualization, where you can imagine a healing light all around you and work with selenite or black tourmaline.
That's what my aunt does a lot, is visualization, because she does not like planes whatsoever. And so every time she's on a plane, she'll like imagine like a like light surrounding the entire plane to help her feel safe.
I've done that.
Yeah, no, okay, so like literally if I feel like unsafe in my car or like wherever I'm at, so what I like to do is I'll like visualize like drawing the like Elder Further protection rune, and then using that to like form the bubble, like from the room kind of forms and I loved it. You can also use that for like cleansing and stuff. Visualization is very nice because it's one of those where it's like you can just think about it and like put that energy into it.
Yep.
If not for like visualization or anything, I've also found that like sound cleansing or also like spray cleansing, those normally help a lot too.
Those are pretty closet friendly too.
Right. There's so many ways that you can like cleanse your energy and cleanse that which is around you, that like you'll be set. You'll be good.
And with it being closet friendly, is like you can just take a Febreze that has a scent that has like a protective smell or something and just spritz and
No, like
nobody will
literally.
know.
You could literally like put a protection rune on the Febreze bottle. Bam. You know, just put that intention
Boom,
into it.
protection Febreze.
Yeah, legitimately. I love doing like the only those with good intentions may enter here, because I feel like that allows things like still in, because you're not shutting everything out, but it only allows that which would serve you or comes with good intent to be in your space.
Moving on into the second pillar, we have the emotional or mental. For this, we would be soothing heartache, calming anxiety, processing grief, and fostering self-love. So this is definitely one that I have in my wheelhouse. I do this a lot.
Lucky you. I'm anxiety ridden.
Well, crafting, so some of the stuff you can do with this is you can craft self-love charm bags, which I have done a lot of.
There was a time where like one of my friends had gifted me, I think for my birthday, like a self-love bottle, and it was so nice. It was so like, it was either that one or an anxiety like spell jar. And then when I tried to recreate it myself, it just did not hold the same energy I was looking for. But you know, it's nice to like you could also gift that to other people to fulfill yourself.
Yep.
There's so much that you can do with it just to like boost your emotional well-being and your mental well-being, because that's one of like the most vital parts to being able to like live happily in kind of a sense, or live in like a satisfactory way. And I think that it's just important to like take care of yourself.
No, you're right. Yeah. Another thing you can do is something that we did with our dear Nebula over here, is a cord cutting ritual.
Oh yeah, that was fun. And I'm gonna be honest, I really liked doing that kind of spell with the flame and the string. I did a cord cutting between myself and another person, and it was very fascinating to
Sperm
watch.
donor.
But no, like, yeah, especially like, well, cord cuttings may not be fully like in the healing wheelhouse. I feel like it can offer that kind of like resolution or closure. That's what I was looking for.
Well, it's that release of that negative attachment, right?
Right.
Like you're getting rid of something that is dead or something that is broken.
Yeah.
Like you don't want a broken thing on you.
Right. Bring in what fulfills you.
And
Another
I
thing-
will say it has worked.
Yeah.
That is true. Another thing you can do, which I know that our dear Astara does, is brewing a nice calming tea.
Yes. Well, I have like needed to start doing this some more. I won't lie. I definitely love like, especially like mint tea, because I feel like it really like clears out things, you know. I'm also a fan of chamomile though, so I like these too.
Do not bring mint anywhere near me.
Oh, suffer. I actually
Our
was
shower
not.
steamers are.
I would say that out of all three of us, I'm probably like the middle mint person, because I used to actually like really hate a lot of mint things, like all mint things, because the mint Girl Scout cookies like got too much mint in my brain system.
I will literally put mint in almost anything. I am right now drinking a hot chocolate with peppermint. It is my favorite drink ever.
I don't know how.
I don't get it, but like that's also like, it just depends on the thing, right? So along with like emotional and mental, you also have like that physical and supportive. So along with that like emotional and mental, you also have that physical and supportive. And I believe that like with the physical, right, you're using natural elements to support the body's own healing processes and to create a healing environment. So one of the things that I think mixes emotional and like emotional and mental with physical would be yoga, because of the certain positions it has you do and the certain like stuff into what it is doing to your body. It can physically like help boost what your body does. I know my tiny yoga book, it has a literally like I want to say like there's de-stress, but then there's also like what I remember is cleansing. Like it tries to activate your liver, so that way it's like actually like working to like cleanse whatever's going on. The detox, that's what it was. Detox is an interesting word. Be careful with it on TikTok app. But
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. I know you really love yoga, and I
do.
wish I had that energy or want.
no, I get that.
Other ways you could do this is just using, like, you can use ginger in your tea for helping soothing nausea, or placing an amethyst by your bed to encourage restful sleep.
Right.
Creating a healing sachet would also be nice with like corresponding herbs to keep nearby.
Right.
And every kind of herb also has their medicinal properties. So using that in tandem with like whatever a doctor says and everything can really help.
Yeah, I think going to like an actual like herbology class, if you wanted to learn the medical uses, would be smart. Because a lot of like apothecary stuff, you just can't trust. As nice as it is to like have them, you just can't. Like you'd want to do more research.
Yeah.
So, depends on the book, but yeah, it's really about like I don't know, like supporting yourself using like the outer world's methods, which I guess kind of accumulates all of it. But especially
Yeah.
like physically, you know what you can also do is like a healing walk or run, you know?
Or Beat
yeah.
Saber.
Yeah.
Or a healing beat saber.
Yeah,
you go.
legitimately. Like moving your body in some way, because that is also like a form of healing yourself. It's also working to keep you healthy, and it also like can do things for your mental and like emotional well-being.
And just going out in nature is good for you and nature. So, go and smell some trees.
Go touch grass. That's really what we just said.
Wow, you just stole what I was gonna say.
Haha, suffer.
Go and have a nice long conversation with a tree and then hug it. It feels really nice, okay, guys?
I want to take a nap under the trees.
That's another form of healing.
Damn it.
You know, like sleep technically is a very powerful healing thing for the
It's
body.
insanely. Like, that's
So-
like the biggest thing for healing.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on, we have some common tools and their supportive roles. So we have crystals first.
This is where it kind of like comes back into that physical that we were just talking about.
Yeah, so we have, amethyst for peace, rest, and soothing worries. Rose quartz is good for the heart healing, self-love, and compassion. Carnelian for vitality, motivation, and supporting the body's energy during recovery. And then black tourmaline, which is just an overall really great crystal. For energetic protection and grounding, especially when feeling vulnerable.
I have still yet to put my crystals up.
Don't you have like one crystal that you absolutely love using?
Yes.
And look who's sick.
Hey, I've been wearing my amethyst a lot more. Leave me alone.
Hey, that is good. That is good.
I've been wearing my rattlesnake earrings with the amethyst on them, and then I also have my amethyst ring that I've been
Yeah.
wearing. So I don't know how the fuck I've gotten sick, but
Yeah, from what I've gathered, amethyst is a lot more like mind helper than it would be like body helper. Like it helps relieve anxiety,
that makes sense.
helps like make you sleep, helps kind of like bring that kind of balance. But I don't know of it being a very like physical helper.
No, that's fair. But back to what Dragon was saying, I have one crystal that I absolutely love
It was
using.
me. It was me. Astara sent it to Kate. No, I'm
Sorry.
kidding. But yeah, no, like you have a crystal that you really love using.
So that is, I forget what its actual name is, but it's like like its common name is dragon egg, and basically it is a crystal that I tend to keep underneath my pillow because what I've found that it does, and this is just from my experience with this, that it seems to like take your energy as you're sleeping or as you're getting ready to bed to make you feel more tired than you are.
Right.
And then when you wake up in the morning, it gives it back to you so that you feel like more rejuvenated when you wake up.
I need that crystal.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
called
saying.
Dragon's Egg. I'm surprised you don't have it. I think I've got two. I can see if I can find the second one and give it to you if you want it.
Yeah, because I just think that like that kind of crystal very much falls into like that kind of healing category, that kind of healing type.
Oh, I love it so much.
Like it helps you sleep. Not only does it help you sleep, but it like brings you back that energy that like you need, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It helps like replenish you, refill you, a lot of good things that come into like balancing you again.
Oh yeah, it's really good for balancing, when you're asleep and like kind of that wake up. It's a cycle that it kind of helps you with. Granted, though, I think I need to cleanse mine because it has not been working very well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's what happens usually.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on into herbs.
Wait, really quick. Yeah, don't forget to like cleanse your crystals or like
They need a break too, guys.
Right, like re-energize your crystals as well. All right, anyway.
Full moons are great for that.
Maybe that's why I haven't put mine up. I think all mine are dead.
I would not be surprised if like they need to be
Next
re-energized.
full moon, put them all out there.
Yeah. Or our new moon. The new moon's coming up.
Or that one, yeah.
Whichever one is closer.
And I think the new moon's on like Monday.
So, moving into herbs, we have a few here. Lavender for calm, peace, and relieving stress.
Chamomile. It is one of my favorites. I'm sorry. I see it.
Valid.
I see it. And so chamomile is so amazing because it's for relaxation and it soothes your nerves. I have found that if you make chamomile, add a little bit of like milk in it, maybe a little bit of sugar. Now you want to be careful when it comes to teas because if you add too much of like additives and stuff, it can actually like kind of break down what the tea is supposed to do. But so depending on
Interesting.
what
I didn't
you
know
add.
that.
Yep. It can sometimes like basically affect the effects. So yeah, just I don't know. Like I know that I still like it with milk and sugar sometimes. Sometimes maybe suffer and drink it straight up. I don't know.
That's valid. And then moving on, we have rosemary, which is good for mental clarity, purification, and memory. And mugwort, which sounds like a Harry Potter plant, which is good for enhancing tuition and dream work. Use caution, though, because you do not want to take this one while you're pregnant, okay? There are certain herbs you shouldn't take when you're pregnant, or maybe do so depending on your political climate.
Hold on. Depending on your needs, what will help you?
Yeah. Just do your research and be careful.
But yeah, you are not wrong. Mugwort definitely is an interesting one that sounds like Harry Potter. It reminds me of mandrake, and yet it doesn't. I don't think it does what the mandrake does.
I've also heard that mugwort is really awesome to smoke too.
Huh.
Yeah. I've heard a few
I wonder
gardeners say
why.
that.
Like, what does it do?
Well, it's good to mix with because apparently it can help like your dreams and calming down. And and if you have disorders like I do with psoriasis and everything, apparently it helps your immune system calm the fuck down.
Astara just gave me a very dirty look.
I did. Hey, we meant to sleep and rest. I don't know.
Am I gonna get it spiked in a drink at some point?
Oh my god, no. Remember, consent is important in witchcraft.
Unless it's your friends, and then you can drug them.
No, I'd make sure to pour it like in front of you, make eye contact, be like,
I would
We'll
just
drink
stare
this.
at you, and I'm like, goes to reach for another drink, gets slapped in the hand.
just give it a taste test.
Yeah, you won't be able to drink anything else other than that for the next little bit.
I don't know if you can drink mugwort though, can you? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I know you can
You could
smoke it though.
Do your research on your herbs if you
could.
want to use them.
You could probably infuse it in something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking
Probably.
of like there are some herbs that like you shouldn't drink or like can't drink. So I'm like, is this more of like a smoke it? Like how should it enter your
Gotcha.
body if it does?
That's fair. And then moving on, we have just, random other tools that you can use. So some of the other tools that you can use are like candles and using colors that are associated with healing. Blue and green are great. Blue meaning healing and green meaning balance. You can also use pink if you want to do more of a self-love spell to focus intention.
Since when was blue healing?
Yeah, blue has always been pretty healful.
I know that green is very much seen as healing, but I know blue so this dives into like color psychology as well.
Yeah.
Green dives into like that healing and that balance a lot, whereas blue kind of takes that like I think that one's more calm. It's supposed to be like a calm color, surprisingly enough.
Okay, yeah, that I've heard of. I've just never heard of blue being the healing color. It's always been green.
You'd be surprised. Like, They kind of can be used together as like a healing thing. Yeah.
I mean, it also depends on what your idea of a healing color is.
True.
Because if you think in your culture or your family or your brain even is like, oh, green means healing, then use green. If you think orange means healing, use orange.
It's the same as asking what color is math.
Oh my god, the debates that happen with that.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep. So, and it actually, like, it is true. Like, across different cultures, green can mean envy or a lot. Like, it has good and bad connotations.
Yep.
So, yeah, depending on where you're at, depending on what you think, what you want it to do, you know.
I've definitely heard of green being used for like envy or even greed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's associated with money. I get that. Yeah.
No
Yeah, so
kidding.
colors, using color magic, I think you have to use, like, of course you can research what different colors mean, and then also, like, use your own, what color do you think would help you the most,
Mm-hmm. As if I'm being healed, then I'm probably going to be using, like, probably green, honestly. Just because it also has links to one of our deities in the OFR.
Gardenia.
Gardenia.
Love that girl.
Who is a healing deity.
Well,
So-
yeah, because she's Earth.
But so that's what I would associate it with. But if you have a different deity and they're a healing deity and maybe their association is yellow, well, maybe let a yellow candle. Yeah, literally, Apollo. You can use a yellow candle for healing and do Apollo. There you go.
You all know I'm a fan of catchy songs. Okay.
Copyright.
Legitimately.
No
I'm
kidding.
sorry, Jorge. It's just too good.
It's so good.
But so yeah, you can use like candles with it, and apparently, like, I think using deity work, if you use deities or spirit work to like connect the color too, that's a very smart idea, and definitely can be used in good practice. Another one that or another tool that we kind of mentioned before, and now is coming around full circle, is the sound tool.
Your
Yes.
favorite.
Yeah, I really like using sound, and I really like using sprays. Those are like my two go-tos now when it comes to like cleansing or needing a new energy. Because sound, you can use singing bowls, and there's a bunch of videos for that.
I have one. I'm very happy to have one. I've always dreamed of having one, and now I do.
I know. Well, and especially because like they're just so nice to hear in a sense. I think the only problem with wanting to play videos with them is if you'll actually get the right frequency or not.
Yeah, at night I've been actually listening to a lot of different meditations to like fall asleep to, and one of the ones that I've been using the last 2 nights is a healing one, because I'm like, I want to be done with this already.
You sound like Astara.
I mean, yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, no, so I have like an entire playlist of different meditations that are like hour long or 3 hour long or like just the really long ones, because I'm supposed to fall asleep while listening to them.
Right. Yeah, you're a much more like long meditation type of person, because that way you can fall asleep during them and have it go for you.
And it can just go into my subconscious as I listen.
Yeah.
And another thing you can do, another tool, is literally using the sun and the moon, okay? And water in general.
You didn't let me finish with sound.
Oh, okay, fine.
There's other ways to use sound.
Go for it then.
Okay, so also when it comes to sound, other than singing bowls, there's also bells or chanting to break up the stagnant energy. I have a story with this. When I was at my friend's, I think their grandparents' house for like their 16th birthday or something like that.
Yeah.
I had to sleep in like what would normally be her brother's room, right? Whenever they were up there. And it had just such unsettling energy. So I ended up playing Carol of the Bells to get that energy out.
No.
Okay, I love the Carol of the Bells. It is my favorite Christmas song. I love it.
Well, because it's also like, it's so good because it involves actual bells. And so I can use that as a cleansing mechanism.
Literally.
Yeah, so it's
love
like
the
using
Carol of the
bells or like the chanting.
Speaking of bells, right now I actually have a bell thing on my doorknob and also on the actual like hanging from the door itself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know why. I had found a string of bells in one of the bags I was sorting through, and I'm like, I'm putting that on my door.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
Oh,
that's a really nice one. Especially like at Dollar General, they just have like door hanging bells that are only like what, $1, $2?
Yeah, literally. I used to buy those all the time.
They're
because
super cute.
if you hang them up on your door, then anybody and everything that enters your home is A, you get alerted when they enter, and B, they get cleansed as soon as they enter your home. So you're not
This is
bringing
true.
in that nasty energy.
This is very true. My only problem with door hanging bells is that I'm very very much of a like rough door closer, even if I try not to be. And so what happens is bells end up getting like slammed in the in between, and then they can't be used anymore, and then I feel bad.
There is a bell that I want to look into getting that's on TikTok Shop, where it's like something where you stick it at the top of the door frame, and it's just a little tiny ding ding ding.
Huh.
And it won't get stuck in the door.
You know what? That sounds almost like a store, though.
It does, but I feel like it could be useful.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this just reminded me that at my mom's house back home, we don't have an actual bell, but every time somebody opens the door, we have a little like ding ding. That echoes throughout the entire house.
Oh my gosh.
And it's when anybody enters from any outside door that it goes off.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized doorbells are like automatic cleansers. So
yeah,
people have been using this automatic cleansing thing
Huh.
for decades at least.
So then, along with these type of bells or sound.
sound bites.
So speaking of sound, actually, there's also like that chanting that we were talking about before.
Yeah.
And I think that this one actually gets very interesting because not only does chanting sound scary to outsiders, but at the same time that it can be powerful. It can be like, I know that I think that there are some cultures that have it to where it's like if there is a person that is like sick or like needs healing, they'll like gather around and do like a chant. Or
Please no.
I know, or as has happened in Christianity before, I know that there is at least one experience that I had where my family like circled
Our crazy aunt.
Yeah, our family like circled around my cousin who I think had like a leg injury at the time. And like all held
really
hands
creepy.
and like at first it started with prayer, and prayer makes sense, you know, like that's a classic thing that you can do.
Typical Christian behavior.
And then my aunt started speaking in tongues, not tongues. I don't know.
Gibberish. Her own gibberish.
It was just kind of concerning. I was just kind of confused. Yeah. But like, you know, like chanting can still be used in like good connotations too.
I just remember when she started doing the tongues, and me, you, and our brother all looked up at each other simultaneously like, what the hell is happening right now?
It felt like what did I get inducted into?
It was,
A cult.
Yeah, right?
Which is so funny because we're already weird enough as witches, but we still call her crazy aunt. She's our crazy. She's just a little insane.
Yep. Well, and I think that
Everything's
like
fine.
But I think that like outside of like the weird instances, chanting can actually like be really powerful because it's a bunch of people at once.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of energy going in.
Right. That's
What I mean, just think of the
What are you thinking of?
I was thinking of a tribe, and they're in, I think, New Zealand. And what is the name? Morab?
I wouldn't focus on the name. There's a tribe in New Zealand.
Yeah, and they do this like like with their tongues out and everything, and it's really cool to watch, and it's very intimidating.
Yeah, but so it's like I think that chanting like it gets a bad rap and for some good reasons, but
It is a little creepy, to be fair.
it can be a little crazy if not used correctly.
That is true. So, am I now allowed to move on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, another thing that you can use is the sun and the moon, surprisingly.
I am not surprised.
Why are you saying surprisingly? That's not at all surprising.
Well, it's
Hey.
surprising to normies, okay?
I was like maybe to other people, but you know, the sun feeds us. The sun nourishes everything.
But so, like,
The moon garden.
creating some moon water or some sun tea that's charged with these energies are really good, especially if you add in the healing intention. Like, just just stick your hand out of the window with your tea or your cup of coffee in the morning and say, I will be healed. And there you go. Let's soak up some sun energy and boom, some healing sun coffee.
But no, like, yeah, the sun and the moon actually have a lot of connotations with them. Like the sun, like if you literally think about it, if the sun wasn't there, we would all be dead. So
The sun
quickly.
is a deadly
literally.
laser.
It really is. I'm glad we have the ozone layer. Don't get me wrong.
For how much longer, says
Eh.
global warming. Anyways.
The ozone layer gets so interesting with that because it routinely like breaks up and rebuilds itself. But
Fair enough, but we still are.
yes,
having
don't
global
get me
warming.
wrong. We still affect the climate.
It's true.
But no, I do really love the sun and the moon because then I think that also like the moon is seen a lot more as like that watching over while you're resting. You know, it's actually like a very, very good like healer and
The
stuff
moon
like
would
that.
be, the moon I would say is best for like sleep help and that kind of stuff. Like the things associated with the nighttime, right?
Right.
Like
You've been having nightmares. Maybe talk to the moon to like get some dreams back.
yeah. Whereas the sun has more of a connotation, especially when you link it to Apollo with like healing and medicine and everything.
Yeah, yeah. They're both such great like users for like
Yeah.
healing, medicine, just actually a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can also turn to the sun for strength, for power.
Energize.
Right. You can turn to the moon for love and for
Stealth.
yeah,
Intuition.
Yeah, like use the things around you because they're there. You know, I think that's important to do.
Yeah, yeah. So moving on, we're just going to give you a like small little sample ritual for healing and everything. And it's kind of ironic that we're doing this while our dear Nebula is ill.
I'm dying.
So maybe you'll end up doing this.
She's been
tonight.
half asleep this entire episode.
Yeah,
Leave me alone. I want to go back to bed. I
But
want to
don't
be with
worry,
my
Ellen.
pupper.
Right, but don't worry. This sample also comes with something that Dragon does.
Oh yes, I do this all the time. So this kind of ritual is so you want to set your intentions first, and this is a shower or bath ritual, okay? So what you're going to do is set your intentions, and you want to wash away all the stress and all that bad energy on you, okay? And you want to replenish your own energy, okay? And then what you're going to need is some Epsom salts, a handful of dried lavender or a few drops of lavender essential oils, and a blue or white candle, okay?
You could also do green.
Your
magic
power
is
green.
Anyways,
I love it every time.
I know, it's so fun. And then so what you're going to do is you're going to light the candle with your intentions for calling in peace and energy.
All right.
You're going to fill the bath up or go into the shower, either way. And mix in the salts and your lavender in your hand and start with your intentions out loud, releasing any tension of this day and welcoming in peace. Okay?
I love that. Yeah.
And then you're just going to add your mixture to your bath water, or, just sprinkle it down at your feet while you shower and everything. And then you're just going to let yourself soak, visualizing any stress or negativity dissolving from your body and being absorbed and neutralized by the salt.
So I may actually end up doing this because this sounds really nice.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of lavender.
Yeah.
Again,
I think
healing and self-love magic. Kind of my thing for several years.
love it. Like speaking of that kind of like bath and shower stuff, you know what you could also use if you're like just doing like a routine or something is you can use scrubs, like exfoliation scrubs, using those as like a wash, like it's a bigger part than just body wash because it's an actual exfoliation. It is taking it off of you.
Yeah, no, those are really good. Like a nice bath scrub very good. And you can even make your own, which is prime time for witchcraft, right? But so when you're done, what you're going to do is you're going to pull the plug, watch all the water drain, and visualize your stress and illness leaving with it. And there you go. You have yourself a very simple, a very nice healing spell.
Right. Magic doesn't have to be complicated, but at the same time, it's nice to have these kind of like simple things that you can do for yourself.
Even though dragon likes complicated.
Well, yeah, but that's the fun part about magic, right? It can be as simple or as complicated as you want and need it to be.
I like me some complex spells.
I really need to get started on making that tutorial for how to do our sigils.
Ooh,
That would be smart. Yeah, probably.
That'd be really fun. That'd be really good. I would love that.
But so, yeah, a nice little ritual and everything. And honestly, on the note of using like the body scrubs and everything, that actually moves into a good point, because if you find one with like healing properties, like if you find a lavender body scrub or something that you really love,
Right.
there you go. Boom.
Yeah.
You don't need to get the Epstein install set I said in the spell. Boom. You have your own
Exactly.
little lavender body scrub.
Bath bombs.
Yeah. You can use like
Bath bombs are really good too.
there's so many things that you could use. Like I think that like scrubs are good in the sense of like they do it like in real life, as well as you can use your imagination to add more to it. But at the same time, like using a like bath bomb, like imagine it soaking up the energy and taking it down the drain with it. Or you can take so many just like regular fun things. I love Epsom salt because they also like Epsom salt also has its like actual uses. Like it's supposed to help relieve fatigued muscles and stuff like that, especially in a bath.
Yeah.
You know,
Do we have any?
we might. I'm
I
not
don't
sure
think
though.
so.
Damn it.
We might
Because I
have gotten
think
rid
we
of it.
ran out. Because that actually brings me to my other point. You can also just go to like a Target or a CVS. Don't go to Target. They're bad. But
Walmart.
they're also bad. But Walgreens and these kind of places, or a Pop Shelf, they have it.
Wherever you can go.
Wherever you can go. But basically it is, they have this already pre-made Epsom salt packet bags, and they're made by a certain company. I can't talk about it right off the top of my head because I can't remember, but they make these varieties, and I think they have like a lavender one for sleep, and they have one for healing, and they have one for
Isn't it like Doctor something?
yeah, it's like
Dr. Teal's.
Yeah,
Maybe, I
think
think.
that's what it is.
I know they're really good though.
And someone who used to work at a Pop Shelf. It's Dr. Teal's. But yeah, no, they have like liquid versions as well, I believe, that you can pour in. But just, using stuff that's just like, I mean, it's already, as we've said, with science, like it's already there to help you, just figuring out how you can use it more.
Woo.
Yep.
Yeah, I really love, using stuff, especially when it comes to bath and showers, because I feel like that's when like you're fully there, and it's just really nice. Healing is important, and make sure to take care of yourself.
Yes, don't do what I do and ignore it until you have to take medicine.
Healing magic works best when it works hand in hand with the common sense. It's the supportive friend in the modern medicine, not a replacement.
Let's remember, no crystal can set a broken bone, and no spell can replace an antibiotic, but they can help give you the strength to get through the process.
And rest. Actually, rest, people. It
Yes.
is the body's most beneficial healer to anything.
So, take care of your body with science and tend to your spirit with magic. Both are essential for the true wellness.
Let's be a smart witch. Your health is your greatest resource. It's the magic of small comforts, the herb in your tea, the light you visualize around a loved one, the peaceful energy in a cleansed room. These things matter.
And don't discredit the back-breaking labor that has been science to get us to where we are now. There is a scientific method for a reason. Don't discredit all the work that they've done by ignoring what they're doing to make our lives better.
Right. Work with it.
The circle is open. but unbroken. May your path meet ours again. Until then, stay curious, stay grounded, and when in doubt,
Light the damn candle.